everyone, welcome back to another video. If you don't know me, my name's Mark. I own this Porsche Cayman and I also lease a BMW i3S. Today is new tyre day. I always get super excited when I've got a new set of rubber going on. It's a chance to just completely change the way the car feels. I've got two sets of rims for this car. Currently I'm running the 17s. I've also got the 18s that it came on, that it came from the factory with. But I prefer the 17s, and more on that in a bit. Now, I bought these about a year and a half ago, about a year into my ownership with this car. Got them for like no money at all from someone on Facebook, absolute steal. But they came with, whilst the correctly sized tyres, they weren't Porsche N rated, they were Hankook all round. Whilst I've been driving on these 17s for a year and a half now, well, swapping and changing back and forth between the 18s and the 17s. I've been driving on them for a year and a half, but I've only ever had really bad tyres on there. So I don't think I've really got to feel what this car should feel like on the 17s yet. So what I've got going on the car today is a set of Michelin PS2s. They're N1 rated, so that means Porsche designed, developed and tweaked them in conjunction with Michelin to suit the chassis of this car, suit the weight distribution, suit the way that they want the car to change direction and respond. Right, new tyres fitted. First impressions when I walked up was, it looks like they're the wrong size. They're really bulbous on the sidewalls. Haven't turned a wheel since they were fitted, so you're going to get my first impressions here as I drive away on proper M-rated tyres. Let's see what it's like. Oh, it's skipping a bit on the front axle there. No, that's not unusual when doing low-speed manoeuvring. Okay, steering doesn't feel any heavier or lighter or anything in particular. Let's see what the primary ride's like, see what the noise is like. So yeah, visually, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I like seeing some sidewall, I mentioned in a video a while back. It almost makes the car look retro with the big chunky sidewalls, but these really balloon out at the side, way more than I expected. Having a look at the previous tyres that were taken off, lots of wear on the rear as expected, very little on the front. They all looked in fairly good condition. The key thing is, of course, that they're wearing evenly. So my alignment, my tracking, everything seems to be in a good place there. And why is it I'm such a fan of the 17-inch wheels? They're 30mm narrower than the wheels this car came on. It came on the 18s. Just about every Cayman out there is on 18s or 19s. There's very few that you see that are on 17s. But I think if you could run your Cayman on 17s, you absolutely should. Previous few cars, my Focus RS, that came with 235s. Fiesta came with 205s. And my Clio 172 Cup came with 195s. Think about those cars with 13mm narrower tyres. Imagine running a Focus RS with 205s all round. Imagine running a Fiesta ST with 175s all round. And imagine running a Clio 172 Cup with 165s. Sounds a bit absurd, doesn't it? It puts those cars well into BMW i3 skinny wheel territory. Someone reminded me of a video this week on YouTube. It's quite old. Actually makes me feel really old because I remember when this video came out. It was uploaded 11 years ago, featuring a very young Chris Harris. And in that video, as an exercise, he took a Mercedes C63 AMG and he ran it on 125 section space saver tyres around a handling circuit and drifted it about and all sorts. That video the other night after I was reminded of it, and his closing comments really struck a chord with me, and that was, what was it he said? I think he said, narrower tyres, simple fact, narrower tyres equal more fun. And on the street, fun is better. So I think if you've got a Cayman and you can fit 17-inch wheels to it, you should. You feel more of the pure essence that the mid-engine chassis that Porsche have given us here, what it's got to offer. A bit less grip, a bit more movement. I think it's more tactile. It's a very, very good thing. So I've now got PS2s, N1 rated PS2s all round. Going to enjoy them on the road a bit. I've got a couple of track days this year, one at Bedford, one at Anglesey, and I've got an auto solar later on in the year. And I'm going to stick with these for this year, all the way through. And on another note, actually, I've got some genuine Porsche rear pads that I never fitted. I bought them last year in between Blyton and Donington because I wasn't sure if I had enough rear brakes. But I bought them, didn't need them, didn't fit them. So what I'm going to do this year, instead of running EBC blues or EBC orange pads all round, I'm going to go and get some genuine Porsche front pads for this thing. So I genuinely am going to get to feel this car, how it behaves, how it responds, how it goes, how it stops, how it grips, how it moves, exactly as Porsche intended. And I can't wait for that. If you want to see how I get on with that, please don't forget to subscribe. Give this one a thumbs up if you haven't already. Please do subscribe as well. That really helps me out. And thank you very, very much for watching.